I slide with her. Thank you. Musicians on the TTC. My name is Morad. I'm 22 years old. I've been busking on the TTC for just over 6 months. I grew up and was raised in Toronto. My mother's Peruvian and my father's Egyptian. So I grew up in a Spanish-speaking Latin American home with some Arabic roots in there. He's very pettable.
What's his name?
My dog's name is Milo. He's a Beagle mix. He's 6 years old, and I've had him since he was 1. When my family and I picked him up at the Humane Society, he had a severe case of separation anxiety. For those who don't know or who don't have dogs, it's basically what it sounds like when you leave the dog and you're separated from him, becomes very anxious. Hey, come over here, come over here, come on. For the first 3 years of him living in our home, that proved to be a bit of an issue. You know, at the time I was still in school, my family worked full time. I met some friends and dog trainers later on down the road who kind of helped me coach him through it, and it really did work after a while, you know. However, moving out of my home environment, now we live just me and him on our own, it's come back. Milo is to me, I mean, he's more than a dog, you know, he's a companion. You know, he keeps me company, and some of the other musicians would be like, oh yeah, he only makes money because he has a dog. Well, I started believing that, and then I didn't bring him one day, and I made the same amount. So let's just dispel that myth right now. I belong here. He just sits there and chills, he sleeps. I actually used to play bass for him when he was a puppy, and it would put him to sleep. So it makes sense now that he's totally comfortable just listening to me for, you know, 6-8 hours a day and just chilling out, you know. I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see. Thanks, man. When I bring Milo out, you know, we always pack, you know, a cushion for him to lie down, a little blanket, you know, the needs, his leash and whatnot. And I bring a little bowl. I actually was advised by one of my musician friends on the subway to put a little bowl for him, because sometimes people want to give him some money too. And at first I was like, no, whatever. But then I was playing and people are throwing coins and stuff on his cushion. So I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna get you a little bowl. You're gonna pay your own rent. No, I'm kidding. It kind of works though. But again, that's not the only reason why I'm here. Off in the night while you live it up, I'm off to sleep. In terms of the money, I'd have to say the money, it is pretty important. I mean, I do treat this as a full-time gig. I do have an organization that I'm still in the process of building. I mean, I got a couple grants and it's helping me become established, and they're really helping me plateau where I want to be. But I do want to go international. I mean, my business is Golden Boy Music. At first I started out just thinking I was going to do lessons for guitar and drums and stuff, but it brought me to another place where I could actually work more efficiently and actually make a better living if I was doing entire workshops or drum circles or, you know, birthday parties, singing, private events, functions like that, festivals and whatnot, you know. So the TTC, I saw it as a vehicle for growing my business and also growing as an individual. Not just as an artist, but as a young man, you know. Thank you. Yes, I'm gonna get you a car. What was your name? Here I am at Finch Station, playing Bluna, which is my blue Luna guitar. I named her Bluna. You can guess why. And it's funny, I grew up as a drummer, playing percussion, Latin percussion, African percussion, and just drum kit, rock bands and stuff. And I was kind of let down at the fact that the TTC doesn't allow that on the subway, but with good reason. I mean, it's pretty noisy. I don't think anyone wants to hear someone doing a drum solo on their way to work, right? It doesn't work. But I mean, if I could, I think I would. And I think instead of a drum kit, I'd bring something like a djembe or like the box drum, the cajon from Peru. Maybe it's all part of a plan. Thanks, man. Thank you. Well, I'll just keep on making the same mistakes, hoping that you'll understand. Not that I don't love what I'm doing right now. This is a great opportunity for me, and I love what I do. You know, it's just that my heart lies in the drums, and it always will. You know, it's just I actually enjoy guitar in a way a little bit more because it can sort of bring a new level of emotion and depth to the music, which you can't always do with percussion, right? It's like playing a song is a message, is a meaning. You know, drumming is like a heartbeat. You know, it's kind of greater scope. It's always nice to get love from your fellow musician. Milo, come here.